meeting that just concluded in the Home Ministry on the mock drills that are slated to take place tomorrow. Remember that these meetings took place under the leadership of the Home Secretary and there was communication given across to all states and union territories on how to go about this drill, what to check for as far as preparedness goes. So essentially the 244 districts where we're going to be seeing these mock drills, what is the condition of the civil defense establishments? Are they robust? Are they well rehearsed on what needs to be done? Are the existing apparatuses working? Do they need to be repaired? All of that will be looked into as a result of the drills that will happen tomorrow. The focus will be on what needs to be done when an air raid siren goes off. How do citizens ensure that they know what to do, make them aware of a situation, what to do in a blackout situation. If there's a complete power outage, what are the steps citizens need to take, and how civil defense volunteers actually help in such a circumstance. Also, medical kits, ensuring extra medical equipment is easily available. All of that also will be ensured. Also at all residences to ensure that there's backup for light, ensuring that there are torches, candles, etc., that everyone's stocked up on that to keep cash to avoid electronic failure. Now, there are more than 100 locations in the 244 districts which have been identified as the highest priority to ensure the maximum state of preparedness and readiness in these mock drills. So like I said, this is a drill to ensure we're fully ready, everything is rehearsed, that we have a well-oiled machinery in place to ensure that if there's a blackout, citizens are prepared. All of this is done to ensure that there's no panic if ever such an eventuality happens. Amit Bharadwaj is joining us with more on this. Amit, I keep stressing that all of this right now is a rehearsal. It is a situation if something arises to ensure citizens are fully prepared and there's no panic. But we understand that there are about 100 sensitive locations that have been identified where there'll be maximum focus when these drills are conducted.
Right, Akshata, you know, we need to break it down for our viewers right now so that there's no sense of panic as well. As far as the ministry's communication is concerned, they are saying that this preparedness is happening in times of peace. So clearly we know for a matter of fact that the meetings and the preparedness review is all being done because of the Pahalgam terror attack, and India is ensuring that all fronts as far as defense establishments are concerned, our preparedness on that front is concerned, that's being taken care of by our armed forces and the people who are concerned. But what about the people of this country and the internal mechanism within the country? So India already, the Ministry of Defense usually clears and reviews the districts which are to be identified as civil defense districts of the country, and as per the MHA list, currently there are 244 such districts. Back in 2010 you had 259 such districts, but now you have 244 such districts, which has been categorized into three category areas. Category 1 being the top priority district, category 2 being the major areas. The list is quite long, so including the states which is the bordering states of India. For instance, Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab, Rajasthan, West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh. These have very long and very thriving list of civil defense mechanism and districts as well. Alongside that, 17 states of the country already have civil defense training centers. 100 of them, as you were also mentioning, are areas which anyway are considered to be top priority. They are major prone areas, and that is why a mechanism is even more stronger in such areas. Along with this, for states such as Punjab, Delhi, West Bengal are the states which already have paid civil defense volunteers who have been roped in by the state government, respective state governments, in situation of traffic management, crowd management, times of crisis. So as many would also assume that India is possibly looking at a mechanism which must be very dull or not in place, but the matter of fact remains that we have a thriving, robust system. Now the preparedness is being looked into. Number one, Number two, when that mega drill happens tomorrow across the country at 244 centers in India, what you will also see is that air sirens going on, air defense mechanism being checked out, civil defense volunteers being trained again about all possible adverse situations, how to respond, how to help people, the training about blackouts, because remember, we are power sufficient country, unlike the state of Pakistan, which has dearth of right from food security to power security. So India does not usually has power blackouts. So that is also a situation that the people of the country, and before that civil defense volunteers need to be trained about what to keep in medical kits, what all other backup needs to be done. So all that will be done tomorrow, and after that mega drill is over across the country, the lacuna areas or the areas where the improvement needs to be done will be also identified, and the agencies will be able to focus on those areas.
Details like ensuring that in a blackout everyone is prepared, keeping torches, candles at homes, etc. spoken of. These mock drills that are being conducted tomorrow are for civil defense volunteers, but also for every citizen out there in these 244 identified districts. What will their role be in these mock drills?
Akshata, for tomorrow, as far as the mock drill is concerned, you will have the mechanism trying out everything by the book. So while doing so, what the civil defense volunteers would be also possibly doing, because this is a state subject as well, different states will plan according to the situation in their own districts and the measures required. Because suppose, for instance, for Delhi, all 11 districts are important. NDMA and Delhi Cant areas are also important. For instance, in Uttar Pradesh, you could have a district where there is a very important establishment. So the response will be completely different, because you have DRDO centers, you have defense centers, you have nuclear power plants for that matter as well, that needs to be taken care of in adverse situation. And that is why different districts, different measures will be carried out by the civil defense mechanism in India. And alongside this, the people of the country needs to be also made aware of how to respond, as you also rightly mentioned, keeping torches at home, because if you have a power blackout situation, which India has possibly not seen since decades, so how to respond to it, keeping the medical kit at home, keeping the backup at home, or for villages you can have candles.
So
that's
the
being
idea
also
essentially,
kept,
Amit, is to ensure complete awareness.